So I achieved financial freedom in my late 20s.
I see no future for people in America.
But had I known the advice in this video, I probably would have gotten there much earlier.
After seeing the high cost of homes nationwide.
So if I were to start over, these are the 7 lessons I wish I could tell my younger self.
The high cost of gas, the high cost of food, the high cost of rent.
Starting with the first lesson, and that's to find your golden circle.
Cars, rental cars, used cars, insurance, healthcare.
And the best way to explain what that is to kind of share with you how I discovered mine.
Taxes and every other thing. How is anybody in this country supposed to prosper that
so basically, I didn't grow up with money, right?
it's not already wealthy? Could someone tell me that?
My parents immigrated to the US and they worked minimum wage at factories and restaurants for most of their lives.
The pulling yourself up by your bootstraps argument is and over.
And we kind of live the typical penny pinching lifestyle where
it doesn't work now. You have average home prices of $512,000.
we had drawers full of coupons. I wore the same pair of Payless shoes until they ripped, and my mom would buy me extra large clothes even though I wore a small because she said I would grow into them.
Grocery prices are almost 100% more since 4 years ago.
And really, all these experiences shaped my perspective on money.
Same with rent, same with mortgages, same with used cars, same with new cars. Taxes are slightly lower.
But it also taught me my golden circle. So Simon Sinek basically created this concept, and
And I do mean slightly, wages are slightly up, but no way in hell will that meet the requirement.
uses it to explain how some people achieve success while others don't.
I just saw a story about a nurse with a $75,000 salary a year and an 808 credit score denied for getting a home.
He says many people go through life doing things without actually knowing why they're doing them.
Zero student loan debt too. So debtless, making 75 grand a year with an over 800 credit score, not good enough for a house.
Right? Like they might climb the corporate ladder without questioning if that's what they want or if that's what society tells them to
So what are we doing here? What's the end goal? Starvation? Death?
want. Or they might choose a college major based on how much they can earn rather than actually being interested in it.
What's going on here? No matter what you do, no matter how you spend the finances, the middle class and the poor have no upward mobility.
But nearly everyone I know who has achieved financial freedom or some type of success did it with extreme intent.
There is no hope now. None. No hope. None. Zero. The next 2 or 3 generations are
Not only did they have that specific goal in mind of becoming successful, but they also relied on their golden circle.
because you allowed so much greed.
So the golden circle basically consists of 3 circles inside one another. What, how, and why you want to achieve X, Y, and Z.
Younger generations will never have shit.
And don't get me wrong, right? Knowing what and how to achieve financial freedom, for example, is important.
Because of your greed. I've already broken my back trying to make ends meet working for the last 30 years.
But that only comes secondary after you have an answer to why you want it. Like if you think you're somehow magically just gonna wake up rich one day, right, by accident, well, sorry to burst your bubble, but it's not gonna happen. Your why
I already know I'm not gonna get anything from the rich. I don't give a
creates a thread between your core values and why you want to be rich.
But the younger generations, if you keep stealing and being greedy, they're gonna all be homeless. And then what do you have? Ruling over a bunch of homeless people?
Not just because you should or someone told you to do that, but because you have a deeper meaning to do so.
Oh, you.
Like personally for me, my why is my parents. My parents left everyone and everything they knew to come to the US to give their children a better life.
Trigger warning, I'm gonna crash out right now, and this is gonna be a long video, but I feel like you could relate to this, so here we go.
Right? Like when they got paid, they didn't use the money to buy anything lavish for themselves. They used nearly everything on us.
It's great living in America, unless you're a fucking American. If you're a bank though, you are thriving, while the rest of us are just trying to fucking survive.
So that's why my why is to give my parents and my family a life that they never had.
I just came across a video saying that banks are at an all-time high. Like their expectations have blown through the roof.
You need to find your golden circle so you have something deeper to hold you accountable and to motivate you to keep pushing on even when you feel like quitting.
What their profit margins were going to be. You want to know why? They are thriving because America is starving to live.
The next lesson is something that I wish someone had told me before I started working in my corporate job.
At least 95% of Americans right now are literally surviving off credit cards.
Like maybe even before I went to college. So I don't know if you can tell, but I grew up in a traditional Chinese family.
Off loans in general. And banks are eating that shit up over the high interest rates. We're fighting for our lives over here.
Okay, so my parents expected me to work hard, to go to college, and to get a good job so I could make a lot of money.
You want to know what the American dream is like? Let me tell you. Every day I wake up hoping today is the last day on earth.
And that's pretty much all I knew, right? Good job equals a lot of money.
I'm tired of it here. The American household, on average, is $80,000 in debt.
So despite English not being my first language, I was able to hustle my way into Vanderbilt University and then started working on Wall Street.
And that's just credit cards and like auto loans. Maybe even some student loans thrown in there, but that's not even including your mortgage.
But honestly, after working there for 6 months, something happened to me that taught me this second lesson.
That's just credit card debt.
Second lesson. Like I remember when I was at work, every day without fail, after lunch, I would pass this person in the hall and we'll
And right now, banks are eating that interest rate up while we're all surviving.
just call him John, for example. I was pretty friendly with John. He was one of those like really older guys who would always smile and seemed really happy.
And you mean to tell me that the average American goes to their mind-sucking job, works 8 to 12 hours to have everything deducted, have nothing left to live on, and we're forced to put food on the table
And crack jokes. We always exchanged small talk, nothing too serious. But I always thought of John as this model employee that every company wanted to hire.
by using credit cards.
But then one day he just stopped showing up to work. And at first I didn't think too much about it, right?
Picture this, right? You go to college.
I just thought he went on vacation, an extended vacation.
You get yourself in hundreds of thousands of student loan debt.
But then a week went by, and then a month went by, and then several months, and still nothing.
You are one of the 5% of college graduates to get your job in the field you got your degree in, right?
And to this day, I still have no idea what happened to John.
Right? You get everything garnished from your wages because the increase on living and everything around you has gone up, but your pay has stayed the same.
Right? He could have quit, he could have been fired. But what was really weird was that nothing changed at work.
But then you also get taxes taken out. We get taxed just to breathe, people.
Everything was exactly the same. And I knew in the back of my head that a company isn't gonna just stop running just because someone isn't there anymore.
We get taxed on owning shit, we get taxed on working, we get taxed on just living.
But I don't know why, but it just felt really, really weird to witness this firsthand.
Okay? Then you got health insurance. That's a joke and a whole video within itself. But basically, the average American pays anywhere between $300 and $1,000 a month for health insurance.
That someone you've seen and you've interacted with every single day for months, right, just disappeared and nothing changed.
Basically, you're paying just to say, I have health insurance. But then when you go to use health insurance, you have co-pays and deductibles, and they don't cover nothing until you've met your deductible. What do you mean?
And that's when the second lesson clicked.